this is Diane from Teach Pre-K. I'm in my second week of school, and over the weekend, I got a text from my teacher friend across the hall about a student of mine who goes to our extended day program. And she had an accident, a number two accident at extended day. She had been taken to the bathroom several times in my class during the week, and I know for a fact that that day she did go to the bathroom, but possibly not number two. Her grandparents picked her up from the extended day program, and the extended day director was very, very angry that this child had an accident, and more than likely she was really angry that it was a number two accident. And she expressed her anger to this child's grandparents, made this child feel bad, and the mother contacted this other teacher because they're friends, and she told her about what happened. And I thought it might be important for me to share the best way to handle potty accidents in your classroom, because this child felt scared and insecure and anxious, and her mom was explaining it to me and had tears in her eyes and was very upset about it. So, I'm just going to tell you guys how I handle these things. And I do believe that it is the best way to handle accidents. We have a policy at our preschool that the kids are supposed to be potty trained for both number one and number two before they enter preschool. But I also know that they are 3, 4, and going on 5. And they are very new to taking care of themselves. They are coming into, and let me just mention, it was the 4th day of school for this child. The 4th day. They're coming into these new environments with these new faces and people that they aren't used to. And they do a pretty good job. Now, I, as the classroom teacher and my aide, we are constantly reminding to tell us when they have to go to the bathroom and asking if anyone has to go. Anytime anyone tells us they have to go, we ask the whole class if they have to go. We do that, I'd say, in a 2.5 hour period, 4 to 6 times at least. And we know the child doesn't want to have an accident at this strange place with strange people. The parents don't want them to have an accident at this strange place with strange people because they're not certain how it's going to be handled. And of course, they want to abide by our policies and everything, and hopefully that's secondary. But the teachers, we don't have the staffing or the time to take care of these things. However, you can never lose sight of the fact that these are young children who are new to taking themselves to the bathroom. Some of them are extraordinarily shy about talking to people they don't know very well, especially if they have to go to the bathroom. We also do a lot of fun things and we keep them busy. And you guys, they get FOMO. They don't want to go to the bathroom. They don't want to stop playing. I know that the extended day director has the kids go to the bathroom right when they get there. But as a mother and as someone who has taught young children for as long as I have, and she's actually been at the school longer than me, one of the few, I know that children have issues with going to the bathroom in a strange place, and they especially have issues with number two. So I don't want to deal with those accidents. I don't want to deal with the poop and the smell and the mess and everything else. But you know what? I will. And I will tell that child, you know what? This is okay. I've pooped my pants because I've pooped my pants. I don't know a human being on the face of the earth that doesn't remember pooping their pants at some point. So they hear that and they're like, you've pooped your pants? I go, yes. Sometimes we just don't make it to the bathroom. Sometimes we just think we can hold it and we can't. And that's okay. That's why we have mom pack these extra clothes in case this happens. Let's just get you cleaned up and put these dirty things in a bag and make sure that mom or dad or your nanny or grandma and grandpa know that these are in there. So I just feel that it's really important. And I always tell them, hey, I'm a mommy and I've cleaned up lots of kids. I'm going to clean you up because I don't want you to have a messy bum. And it's touchy. You don't want to touch a child. If I can, I will call the parent beforehand and say, hey, your child had a poop accident. Oh no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm just going to change them and clean them up. So I want you to be aware of the fact that I'm going to be using baby wipes and I'm going to clean up wherever the poop is. If they're okay with that, great. If they're not, they can come down and do it. It's totally okay. And I will give them that option. But if I can do that, I will. Sometimes that's not an option for me. There is too much going on and I've got to do this fast. But I will text the parents. I will call the parents as soon as I have a second, let them know what happened, let them know where the dirty clothes are, and let them know it's totally okay. Let them know that I told the child that even I've pooped my pants, it's no big deal. We all do our best to make it to the bathroom. And tomorrow's another day. We'll just try harder tomorrow. I feel the same way about potty accidents too. We give them all the opportunity in the world to go. And what's so funny, you guys, I'm hearing my robot vacuum. It might come in my office. But I make sure I just have them help me clean them up. We change their clothes, put their wet clothes in a bag, and we go on about our day like nothing happened. There is no shame, and no child should ever feel shamed. And no mom should ever be crying because their child had an accident on their 4th day of school when they are 3 years old. It just really made me angry. And I just want to hopefully, let you other teachers out there know that there's a good way and a bad way to handle everything. And always do your best to put yourself in the shoes of that little child and put yourself in their position. They're in this strange place with people they don't know very well. They've had an accident. They don't want to have accidents. They're trying so hard to be a big boy or girl. And they need patience, kindness, love, support, and a good sense of humor. And you need to give them all those things. And anyone who is in charge of small children should expect them to have accidents. They're going to. It is a part of my year. I change poop, I change pee. I've had poop fall out of a pant leg on some kids. It's part of the job, and it's part of being somebody who is taking care of many young children. Making that child feel ashamed or bad about having an accident ever is not okay. So even if it's at the most high stress point of your day and you have 1,000 fires that you can't put out because this potty accident happened, You need to take a breath, take a step back, and treat this child with love, care, and all the grace you can muster, because they deserve it, and so do their parents. And by doing so, you are going to build greater trust between you and this child and you and the parents. Anybody is going to have more respect for you if you have treated their child well during a time like that and made their child feel cared for and safe. It's going to do wonders for your relationship with the parents, for your relationship with the kids, for your relationship with everyone that hears about you, because those parents will go on and say, Mrs. So-and-so is amazing at this preschool. Send your kids to this preschool. They're great. So think about the child first, their parents second, and you last. Because the way you feel about cleaning up this accident doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. So, to anyone who's shamed a kid that's had an accident, not okay. Not okay. And be the person, if you're choosing to be a preschool teacher, be the person this kid needs at all times of their day, which is so hard, especially because we have a lot of kids, we have a lot to do, we have a lot of demands coming on us. It's so hard to do, but if you're in this profession, it's what is expected and it's what you should do. And we can't all do it perfectly all the time. No one is saying that, but keeping in the forefront of your mind the welfare of that child, their physical safety and their emotional safety is the most important thing in your whole school year. They might not learn one letter or one number or know anything, but if they know that they were loved and respected and treated with kindness, that is something they're going to take with them and they are going to show to other people. And to me, teaching them how to be a good human being and to share and to cooperate and be kind and loving and accepting is the most important part of our work. So whenever we're showing that to them, we're doing the best thing we possibly can. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. Kind of a rant today, but just a reminder to all of us that sometimes when we get frustrated, we can do more damage than all the good that we've done up to that point. So keep that in mind. Take a breather and just always treat the kids the way they should be treated. Thanks so much for watching.